In today's video, we're going to cover why you are most likely paying way too much for pay-per-click management. If you're not currently managing your paid advertising campaigns in-house and you're using a third-party digital marketing agency, you are most likely overpaying. And this is just a very quick, simple formula or process to balance out the numbers and see if you happen to be one of those people overpaying for pay-per-click management. Also, at the end of today's video, we're going to be covering 5 crucial bullet points on why you should be running paid advertising campaigns for your business. If you're currently running them, you need to make sure they're running well and that you're profitable. If you're not currently running any paid advertising campaigns, you absolutely need to jump in. All right, so let's dive in and get started. Full disclosure before we do, it's a lot of information. We're going to try to edit out different parts of it to speed it along. We know your time is valuable. If you do get interrupted or pulled away, we would strongly urge you to pause the video or just save the page, come back to it later. We want you to learn something. We want you to take away something positive from this video. All right, so in this scenario, we're going to use an e-commerce company that sells consumer goods. We're going to say that they are budgeting for a $25,000 ad spend a month. Okay, if they're able to exhaust this budget through a digital marketing agency or third party, they're going to get charged 18 to 20% of what was spent. This is an industry average. This is highway robbery. You do not need to be paying this, and we'll go a little further on that in just a moment. But your fees for that $25,000 is going to be $4,500 if it's 18%, up to $5,000 if they're charging 20% of your ad spend. So here's what's wrong with that picture. Let's say you start with a digital marketing company and your budget starts out a little smaller. You want to test the waters, maybe because you've been burned by another agency or you've never done paid campaigns before, so you just want to ease into it. Let's say you start with a $10,000 budget. Most likely, the 18 to 20% of that budget won't be enough for most agencies' time, so instead of charging you 18 to 20%, they're going to charge you a much more inflated flat rate. So for example, it'll be, we charge $3,000 a month or 18 to 20%, whichever is higher. Again, this is unethical, this is a massive markup, and you don't need to be paying that, okay? But let's say you started with $10,000. They create a campaign for you that runs well. It's optimal. It's bringing you a 2-to-1 return or better. That's great. It should be. You're paying for that service. You should get good service, okay? The problem is that after a month of it running and it brings you a good return, you want to increase that budget from $10,000 to $15,000 or $15,000 to $20,000, okay? Right now you're happy with the campaign. You're not changing anything. You're just increasing the amount of money that you want to contribute to the good campaign they created. However, they get more money. That doesn't make any sense. That's not the way that this should work. They provide a product which is building your campaign. It should have a price, okay, based on what they're creating for you. Shouldn't be a percentage of your ad spend. If they build a product that you paid for that operates well as it should, okay, and you decide you're happy with that service, which should be validating to the agency, okay, and you decide to throw more money at it, that doesn't mean they should get paid more. If they're still managing the same campaign, your price should be the same. If you're paying a percentage of your ad spend, you need to stop right away. If you can't renegotiate those terms with the agency, you need to stop right away and give us a call or email us at Rally Digital Marketing. So let's assume our agency for our e-commerce company in this situation is generating for us at least an average return of 2-to-1. If you don't know what 2-to-1 is, it's for every dollar spent, you earn 2 additional dollars. Spend $1 on ads, your revenue generated would be $3. Okay, so let's say that they're getting us a 2-to-1 return. Okay, we're going to hope that they're motivated to go beyond that and get us a little better return, but we're just assuming they are getting us the average, which is 2-to-1. And a 2-to-1 return on $25,000 is $75,000 in gross revenue generated from our campaign that the ad agency built us and the budget that we have poured into it. All right, so now that we know our total landed cost to generate this much revenue on a paid advertising campaign, through our budget, our agency fees, and our cost of goods on $75,000 in revenue, our total landed cost for the campaign is $60,000. If you take that $60,000 away from your $75,000 in revenue, this means you gross profited $15,000, which is about a 20% gross profit margin. But if you're the owner of the company, the CFO, or the person that has to write the checks for all these expenses, although you may be happy with the 20% gross profit margin, you know just as well as I do, your net profit, the bottom dollar, the bottom line, is only going to be a fraction of that $15,000. So there's two really important questions to ask yourself. Three really important questions. One, was there any unexpected expenses on this month? If you're a company this size that can put $25,000 towards paid advertising, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 in unexpected expenses is not all that unusual or uncommon. What did that make your bottom dollar? What did that leave you with? The other question is, how much work or how much labor had to be put in to service $75,000 worth of sales? Are you just throwing a ton of money at a campaign that has got you just very busy but not very profitable? Is it worth it? And the answer is yes, it's always worth it. When you're running paid advertising, it's not always just about the revenue or the profit generated. Although this is important in today's videos to show you how to save money here, to increase money here, it's got multifaceted benefits outside of these factors. We're going to go over 5 major points at the end of this video, but I'm going to cheat and I'm going to give you one now to prove the point. When you run paid advertising, it's going to be constantly feeding you data and analytics on your users, okay? Whether that be age, gender, online shopping behavior, demographic, geographical location. You're going to be able to extract that information, which again is incredibly valuable, and you're going to be able to implement that into all your other campaigns. Your SEO, your social media, you name it, you can use it there, and you know that it's incredibly valuable, and you should see almost an instant increase in the success or the ROI of those tactics or strategies. All right, so the main question of the video for the viewer is going to be, what can Rally Digital Marketing do different? How can you increase this number, and how can you save me money? It's all the same answer. We aren't going to punish you by charging you a percentage of your ad spend. Your ad spend, when it increases, it's a compliment for how well the campaign was built. So when you increase your budget, we celebrate with you. We are just validated that our team has crafted yet another successful campaign generating a positive ROI for the client. And we want you to allocate as much money towards it as possible, considering that there's enough impression share there for you to grab. Okay, these agencies, 99% of them out there are punishing you for this. If you want to throw $10,000 at it, they say, well, hold on, we need $2,000, you can put $8,000 on it. That doesn't make any sense, and that's not how we operate. We operate by giving you a price based on the campaign, the size, the amount of work that goes into it, and how much work it's going to take to manage it and keep it optimal each month. It's not going to change when your budget changes. All right, so as promised, we're going to quickly go over 5 crucial reasons that all businesses should be running pay-per-click ads. Number 1. When running paid ads, it's going to instantly increase your traffic through your ability to now garner clicks that, if left alone to SEO, might not get as much visibility when compared to your competitors' ads. Number 2. As mentioned earlier in the video, through the campaign's analytics, you will receive priceless information on your users that can equally benefit your other marketing strategies and SEO. Number 3. Pay-per-click ads give you the ability to retarget those users who have not yet converted, or to target other users altogether based on online behavior, geographic locations, and so much more. Number 4, when done correctly, paid ads will almost immediately yield a positive ROI that is both easily measured and trackable. And last but not least, number 5, through what will hopefully be tens of thousands of impressions from search ads, retargeting, and display network ads, you will increase your brand awareness by up to 80%. All right, so if you're seeing this part of the video, it means you've made it all the way through. And first, we just want to say thank you. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to spend it with us. We hope that this video was very helpful to you and your business. If after you run the numbers, you find that you might be being taken advantage of by your current digital marketing agency, and you want to learn about potential new opportunities where you can get a better service, an unrivaled service at a more fair and ethical price, reach out to us. Go to rallydigitalmarketing.com. You can contact us via email or phone or even through our Contact Us page and schedule your free consultation. Let us run a full report on your business, on your current marketing campaigns and strategies, and we will quickly turn around with a comprehensive forecast on what we think we can garner for results and for an ROI for your business, and we will do that at a fair and ethical price. Thanks again for watching the video.